I want to talk for a couple of minutes about purpose. What role exactly does purpose play when you're facing adversity? When the road you're on suddenly ends and you're forced to take a detour? Let me quote a mentor of mine, Viktor Frankl, who survived the Nazi concentration camps. He said this, he said, "Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by a lack of meaning and purpose." What a powerful statement. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by a lack of meaning and purpose. In other words, if you have a purpose, you can withstand difficult circumstances. When I woke up after my motorcycle accident, two days later in ICU, my purpose was hanging by a thread. I still had one because I believed that I would recover fairly quickly and get back to what I was doing before. But then 4 months into my recovery, I had my fourth surgery, and it was a devastating loss of what I thought to be true. And I was back home and I was in tough straits. My circumstances had overwhelmed me. And I cried out in prayer and I said, "God, show me, what do you want me to be about, to do?" And in those moments, I came to an understanding of what my purpose was to be during my adversity. And that changed everything. It didn't change my circumstances, and they got a lot worse before they got better, but it changed me to be able to deal with my circumstances. But let me just give you one more thought here. I think the kind of purpose is very important. And let me quote Ralph Waldo Emerson, because I think what he says is so true. That the purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference, that you have lived well. So when your purpose is of that type, I believe you can withstand and bear unbearable circumstances because you have a bigger purpose that you're living for and with. Do you have a purpose that is big enough to sustain you in your adversity? If not, I'd love to show you how you could go about achieving that. Thanks for watching.